welcome to our channel. Today we journey back in time, thousands of years, to walk in the footsteps of legends. These aren't just stories passed down through generations, but testaments to the power of faith and the resilience of the human spirit. We're diving deep into the lives of 5 biblical heroes who have left an indelible mark on history: Moses, David, Esther, Daniel and Paul. Their stories echo through time, whispering tales of courage in the face of adversity, of unwavering faith against insurmountable odds. These individuals weren't superhuman. They weren't demigods. They were people like you and me. Yet they rose to meet extraordinary challenges, their lives forever shaping the tapestry of history. Stay tuned to discover what made these figures so influential. What were the trials that forged their spirits? What were the choices that defined their destinies? Let's explore their stories and uncover the timeless lessons they hold for each of us. Imagine a man chosen by destiny, tasked with confronting a pharaoh and demanding the freedom of his people. This was Moses. Abandoned as a baby, raised in the Egyptian royal court, he could have chosen a life of comfort, but fate had other plans. Drawn by a burning bush and the voice of God, Moses embraced his true calling. He stood defiant before the most powerful ruler on earth, his staff a symbol of unwavering faith. 10 plagues demonstrated the awesome power behind Moses' words. The parting of the Red Sea cemented Moses' place as a hero of faith. Leading his people through the parted waters, Moses offered them not just escape but a future guided by the laws handed down on Mount Sinai. The 10 Commandments became the bedrock of a nation. They spoke of justice, compassion, and a covenant between God and humanity. Moses, the lawgiver, became a symbol of hope, a beacon of freedom for generations to come. His journey wasn't easy. 40 years he wandered in the wilderness, leading a stubborn people. Yet through it all, Moses remained a steadfast servant, his faith never wavering. He taught his people to trust in something larger than themselves, to find strength in their shared beliefs. Moses' story is a testament to the power of faith to move mountains and lead to liberation. It's a reminder that one person armed with conviction and guided by a higher purpose can change history. Moses' legacy, like the echoes of his words on Mount Sinai, continues to resonate, reminding us that faith can move mountains. From shepherd to slayer of giants, David's story is one of courage, faith, and an unshakable belief in the power of God. A young shepherd tending his flock in the fields of Bethlehem, David's life was simple, yet it held within it the seeds of greatness. When the Philistine giant Goliath challenged the Israelite army, it was David, armed with only a sling and 5 smooth stones, who stepped forward. He saw not the size of his enemy, but the righteousness of his cause, his faith in God, his shield and his guide. David's victory over Goliath wasn't just a military triumph, it was a testament to the power of courage in the face of overwhelming odds. It spoke to the potential that lies dormant within us all, waiting to be unleashed when we place our trust in something greater than ourselves. David's life was a tapestry woven with threads of triumph and tragedy. He was a warrior king, uniting Israel and establishing Jerusalem as its capital. He was a poet, his psalms echoing with the joys and sorrows of the human experience. But David was also flawed, his life a testament to the complexities of the human heart. Yet through it all, he remained a man after God's own heart, his faith tested but never broken. David's story reminds us that heroes aren't perfect beings, but individuals who stumble and rise, who face their failings with humility and seek redemption. His legacy lies not just in his victories on the battlefield, but in the enduring power of his psalms, words that continue to offer solace and inspiration millennia later. David's life, a tapestry of courage, faith, and human frailty, serves as a mirror to our own lives. It reminds us that greatness lies not in our perfection, but in our willingness to rise above our failings, to seek guidance from a higher power, and to face life's challenges with unwavering courage. Chapter 3. Esther. Courage in the shadow of the throne. In the opulent courts of ancient Persia, Esther's story unfolds, a testament to the courage that can bloom even in the most delicate of flowers. An orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai, Esther's life took an unexpected turn when she was chosen to be the wife of King Xerxes. Hidden within the walls of the palace, a secret threatened to destroy Esther's people. Haman, the king's advisor, driven by hate, plotted to exterminate the Jews throughout the Persian Empire. Esther, faced with an impossible choice, had to decide: remain silent and protect herself, or risk everything to save her people. Her courage, born of love and a deep sense of duty, propelled her forward. Approaching the king uninvited was a crime punishable by death. Yet Esther, with quiet determination, revealed her identity and exposed Haman's plot. Her words, imbued with grace and conviction, swayed the king's heart, turning the tide of fate. Esther's story is a powerful reminder that courage can be found in the most unexpected of places. It teaches us that silence in the face of injustice is not an option, and that even the most ordinary among us can rise to meet extraordinary challenges. Her bravery saved a nation, proving that one person's actions, fueled by faith and a commitment to justice, can alter the course of history. Esther's legacy is a testament to the quiet power of women, their ability to lead, to inspire, and to shape the world around them with courage and grace. In a world where power often seems concentrated in the hands of the few, Esther's story serves as a beacon of hope. It reminds us that true strength lies not in brute force, but in the unwavering courage to stand up for what is right, to raise our voices against injustice, and to fight for the well-being of others, no matter the cost. Chapter 4. Daniel, Unwavering Faith in the Lion's Den. Daniel's story is one of unwavering faith, a testament to the enduring power of belief even in the face of unimaginable adversity. Taken captive as a young man deported to Babylon, Daniel found himself in a foreign land surrounded by a culture vastly different from his own. Yet even within the gilded cage of the Babylonian court, Daniel refused to compromise his beliefs. His faith, as strong as the cedar trees of his homeland, became his guiding light, his source of strength in a world that sought to break him. When Daniel's refusal to worship the Babylonian gods led to his condemnation, his faith was put to the ultimate test. Thrown into a den of lions, left to the mercy of their ferocious appetites, Daniel's fate seemed sealed. But faith, true faith, has a way of moving mountains, of silencing the roar of lions. When dawn broke and the stone was rolled away from the den, it was Daniel, unharmed, who emerged. His survival, a testament to the power of his convictions, echoed throughout the kingdom. Daniel's story transcends time, reminding us that faith is more than just words. It's a living, breathing force that can sustain us through the darkest of nights. His unwavering belief, even when confronted with death, serves as an inspiration to us all. In a world often driven by doubt and uncertainty, Daniel's story is a beacon, reminding us that faith can indeed move mountains. It teaches us that true strength lies not in physical prowess, but in the unwavering conviction of the heart, a conviction that can withstand even the fiercest of storms. Chapter 5. Paul, a legacy of transformation. From persecutor to apostle, Paul's life is a testament to the transformative power of faith. Once a zealous opponent of the early Christians, Paul's life took a dramatic turn on the road to Damascus. Blinded by a light from heaven, confronted by the risen Christ, Paul underwent a profound transformation. His anger melted away, replaced by a burning desire to spread the message of love and forgiveness that had so radically altered his own life. Paul's journeys took him across the Roman Empire, spreading the teachings of Christianity to both Jew and Gentile. He faced persecution, imprisonment, and hardship. Yet his spirit remained undaunted, his faith an unquenchable flame. His letters, penned from prison cells and distant cities, became cornerstones of the Christian faith. They spoke of love, of forgiveness, of the boundless grace offered through faith in Jesus Christ. Paul's life is a testament to the power of transformation, the idea that none of us are beyond redemption. His story reminds us that even in the darkest of times, even after we've made mistakes, we can find forgiveness, we can embrace a new path, and we can dedicate our lives to something greater than ourselves. Paul's legacy lies not just in his writings, but in the countless lives he touched, the hearts he transformed with his message of hope and redemption. His story serves as a beacon, reminding us that it's never too late to change, to embrace faith, and to dedicate our lives to making the world a better place. As we've journeyed through the lives of these 5 biblical heroes, we've encountered stories of courage, faith, and resilience that continue to resonate thousands of years later. These individuals, flawed and human, faced extraordinary challenges, their lives forever shaping the tapestry of history. Their stories remind us that true strength lies not in physical prowess, but in the unwavering conviction of the heart, the courage to stand up for what is right, and the faith to believe in something greater than ourselves. They teach us that even in the face of adversity, even when surrounded by darkness, the human spirit, fueled by faith and guided by a higher purpose, can overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Let us know in the comments which biblical hero inspires you the most and why. What is it about their story that resonates with you? Until next time, may their stories continue to inspire you to live lives of courage, faith, and unwavering purpose.